But most of the time we get ourselves not realizing what God have given us. We get ourselves at the point that we are asking ourselves, which road should we take, which path should we take, which thing should we do actually to make a change, actually to make a shift in our own life. I'm here today to tell you that a very long time I thought that I don't know what I need to do. I don't know what actually is supposed to be done. And I thought that the word had the answer to my question, the deepest quest of my heart. But I'm here to tell you. Sometimes the little things, the things that we ignore, the things that we think that they're not actually what matters, the things that we think that actually do not have meaning, those are the things that have meaning in our life. Most of ourselves, we have find ourselves at a turning point, but we don't know that that is a turning point. We have find ourselves at a point that we feel that I need just to focus on building my mindset, my health, whatever it can be, or better relationships. And then you ask yourself, should I be doing this? And we go back to the old route. We go back to what we are used to. To become someone who you are not. To become someone who you were meant to be. To become someone who you are not used to. You have to do certain things that you are not used to. If you sit around, if you do certain things the way you've been doing them, the way you've been actually making them work, the way you have actually been putting them step by step and following them over and over and over again and again and again, you realize that don't move. But it's not wrong to realize that, right? But the thing that is wrong is to actually know that you have something inside of yourself and you don't want to use it. Is to actually know that God has gifted you with certain capabilities and you don't want to execute on them. But today I'm here to tell you that most of the time we actually don't need big seeds. We don't need big seeds. You will realize that a mustard seed is a very tiny seed, but when it is planted and when it grows, it becomes a very, very big tree. Look at the seed of fig tree. It is a tiny thing, but when it is planted, it grows to become something that is big, that cannot be uprooted very easily. This is what we need. We don't need actually detailed information. We don't need things that have been tailored in. We don't need the full detail to actually change our lives. I think that most of the time we think that we need to know X, Y, Z, we need to know ABC, we need to actually have certain connections, we need to actually do certain things in a certain manner. But those things, actually, we never get to do them because we are putting some boundaries, we are putting some limits. And when you put a limit on what you can do, when you put a limit on what you can actually achieve, you don't achieve them because you find that maybe people who have come before you had a certain limits. In our family, this cannot be done. In our family, no one have surpassed this. In our family, no one have ever got this. All of those things are narratives, and they are seeds. The time that you start thinking about what you've been told you can never do, you can never achieve, you can never get to hold and then you ignite your belief system to believe that you can actually not attain certain things, you cannot actually get to a certain point, and then you cannot get hold of certain things. That is how your life is gonna be. That is how your life is gonna be. Most of the time, when you look at the history of humankind, you realize that warriors, leaders, people who have changed the world in a certain manner, in a certain way, in a certain perspective, they did not have all the information tailored in. They did not have all things sorted out. But how do they actually manage to become the greatest of all time? How do they manage to be that impactful? Yet they do certain things that actually are not hard, are not actually out of reach, but they become some people who are actually extremely wealthy, extremely famous, extremely influential, extremely. It means that everything that they do them in an extreme manner, and you are there complaining, listening to other people, the naysayers. Most of the time I think the naysayers come from far away, somehow from another land or from another circle. But what if I tell you, the people who are going to plant the seed of doubt, self-criticism, and are actually people who are coming from far, but people who you actually know, people who are actually supposed to be telling you that, son, I need you to do this, son, you have this, I know, you know, and we need just you to focus on that. Or if I tell you, that person that you believe in so much is the person that is going to tell you that no, in our family, no one have ever reached this, no one have ever attained this. Are you gonna believe them? Or are you gonna believe in yourself? Are you gonna believe in what God have given you? Are you gonna believe in something that you know very well that you are capable of? It is not about actually doing it once and achieving that day. It does not happen like that. The real success takes time. I know that. If you understand that, you will understand that you will have to do this work very long times when no one else is believing, when no one else is actually out there to support you, but you support yourself. You tell yourself, this is what I want, this is what I am willing to do, and this is what I'm ready to sacrifice. Because every great man have sacrificed something. Every great person have done something that it actually takes something off them. It is not comfortable. When you look at people who have done certain things, it is not comfortable. They were not comfortable, like waking up, they're fully motivated, they wake up and they say, yeah, today is that day. Sometimes they wake up and they feel like, no, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm not supposed to be actually subjecting myself to this pain. And you don't want to do that. You want to sit there, wallow, wonder, and think that life is supposed to be folding actually in your favor. It does not happen like that. It does not happen like that. What I know is God reward people who are actually working. I don't know. If you believe in universe reward people who are putting something. You have to put something. For a seed to grow, it has to be planted, or it has to be subjected to a certain condition that it can allow it to grow. If you cannot subject yourself to that condition, to that arena, to that environment, that you can actually grow, you realize that to stay stagnant, and stagnation is actually war will kill you. Is actually war will actually drain you completely. You think that there's no harm in it. Actually, you will do certain things. Yeah, you will find a job opening and you will go for it. But you have to understand, the basic thing is there is a gift inside you. There is something that you've been given. There is something that you have inside of you. And until you use that, until you show the universe, you show God, you show whatever you believe in, that actually this is what I want. And you have the desire, you have the commitment, and you have the discipline to actually push forward, to actually be there, to actually build that mindset of this is what I want, to actually put yourself in a silent cage that says, I am not working out, I'm not actually living until I achieve A, B, C, X, Y, Z. You will never achieve anything. It requires you some time to leave things that you are used to, for you to make an adjustment in your own life. I don't know how you want to understand it, but you have to understand that there is going to be long days, long nights, that you will be wondering, what should I do? What you should do is already sitting inside of you. You think about it every day. I will tell you, like me, what I think of every single time is to make videos like this one, to actually tell you that you don't need actually something that is complicated. Yeah, you can complicate it if you want, but you don't actually need something that is too complicated. You actually need to believe in yourself, to know what you are capable of, and to know what you are actually going through. First of all, you have to understand that who you are, what you want, is like a path. Then discipline is the action that you take to reach the destination that you want, to reach the goal that you want. The destination is the goal. And if you don't have discipline, you will never win. So this time, you have to be a hero of your own life. No one else is going to be a hero for you. And because no one knows how to fight your battle, your battles are going to be fought by you. Not your mama, not your papa, not your uncles, not your aunt. Nobody is going to fight those battles for you. Not even your siblings, because they don't know. If you tell them, they will start criticizing. And there is nothing wrong in that, because they don't understand. You only understand what you want. If it is soccer, if it is whatever, if it is going to school, studying, there is nobody else who's going to understand what your drive is. So you have to put yourself in a certain arena that you can actually sacrifice certain things. You can actually leave certain things. You can actually adapt to a new skills, a new environment, a new pattern of doing things. And if you can do that, I guarantee you that there is nothing that will hold you. There is nothing that will hold your success. But if you cannot put days working, you will be an underdog in your own life. And you will be wondering, why should this thing work for me? Why isn't it not working for me? Why is this, all that thing, all those things that you want to tell yourself, they are not supposed to be there. Okay? So from today, know who you are. Know what you want. Because no one else knows. And be able to commit on it. Be able to have that burning desire to wake up every single morning and you feel the fire to do it. You don't feel the fire like you're motivated, but you feel the fire like this is what I want. This is like a part of my life. Like eating. Like drinking water is a part of life. You can't go a day without drinking water or eating, right? You feel like that. And if that water is not there, you keep on searching for it. So this is what I want. You have to put that goal to be like water or food that you want to eat every single day. And be able to execute every single day. Every single time, every single moment. Think about it, contemplate on it, and everything will fall. You don't need magic to actually become someone great, but you need a good work ethic and the discipline.